it's Demo Donna here with Queen & Company, and I am going to be showing you two fabulous cards using two of our brand new Holiday Fusion collections. There are 5 in total, so make sure you check all of the new Holiday Fusions out. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy this video. For the background of your Snowman card, I am using a combination of the Jolly Jingles pattern paper and the Jolly Jingles solid. And I have gone ahead and taken out the darker blue, the lighter blue, and the white from the solid, and the blue pattern paper with the snowflakes and the gray. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to take foundation dye from foundation dye number 3, and I'm going to cut all of these out. Okay, now that I've gone ahead and cut them all out using foundation dye number 3, I'm going to go ahead and use the darker blue as my base. Next, what I'm going to do is take this beautiful snowflake background, and I am going to rip the top off and then rip another layer, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere that. And I'm just using a thin rolly adhesive. It doesn't have to be too intense because we are going to be doing another step here that's going to really secure it down. The next one, now that we're about this high, I'm going to do the same. Peel just the top off, and then I'm going to peel another little layer and adhere that. With your last piece of paper, this is going to be the full base. So what you're going to want to do is create like a nice little snowy mountain curve, and that is going to sit at the bottom here. So you're going to want to make sure you use one of the ends so it has a nice squared off finish. There we go. Now the next step is I'm going to take my random dot background and I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. All right, open up your embossing folder. And now you have this really cool textured and patterned snowy background. So next what we are going to do is set these aside, and you can keep these for more fun layering, so you can make a bunch of different ones using your leftover layered pieces. So next what we're going to do is we are going to create our snowman. I am using the outline die as my base here, so I just did want to mention that. Okay, so far all I've done is attached I cut out with white cardstock the outline die, and I attached the double-sided foam to make my shaker. Next, I'm going to be using one of the brand new fusions, and this is Frosty Fun. Look at how adorable that is. We also have 4 other holiday fusions available, so make sure you check those out. I'm going to pour out some of this Frosty Fun for you so you could see just how adorable this is. You've got Frosty's nose, the hat, snowflakes, snowballs in 2 different sizes, and you've got the diamond. So a really fun collection of toppings. Now I'm just gonna pour that right into the body of my snowman. There we go. And then because I am going to be putting a face on him, I'm just going to be using some pearls and diamonds for the top here, because I don't want, if I'm through the black and the orange in, it's going to kind of compete for the attention of his actual eyes and nose. So that is a little trick to make sure you don't lose focus on the detail of your actual shaker. Now go ahead and peel off the protective layer. I'm going to throw my acetate on, place my acetate. There we go. And now we are going to take our sheer glue. You can see how fun his body is with that frosty, fun fusion toppings. I just love them. Add that sheer glue. Now I'm gonna add on his scarf and his hat and his little face. Okay, now you can see why it's important to have like a nice white shaker background so you could see his eyes and his nose in your shaker. Look at how fun the Frosty Fusion combination is right in there, the Frosty Fun. Such a great shaker topping. I am gonna do the same technique as I did with the background with the trees. I am using the outline die of the trees to create this technique, and I cut out one little tree stump. I am going to take this dark green as my base, and I'm just gonna go and start ripping pieces off. I'm gonna take each section and rip them apart. Layer number 1. And now I am going to take this really fun flower pattern and run that through, and I'm gonna run the base through as well. Open it up, and there we go. I've got a very cool pattern textured tree. I am going to trim some of my tree off, and that way I have 2 of these trees that I can use. There we go. And my Frosty's gonna go right about here. Now we're gonna add our snowflakes. And actually I'm gonna add my snowflakes first, and then we're gonna add our frame. So I am just gonna drop just a little drop of sheer glue right in the center of each snowflake and plop them down. Next, I'm gonna take my mini gloobers. I'm gonna grab some of the awesome snowflakes out of this great fusion, and I am going to be adding those to the back of my card as well. Okay, so now you can see I've created a really fun scene. Now, something else, if you want to add another little layer of snow, is I can take another piece of my paper that I pre-cut out before, and I could run that through. So I'm going to just take another piece here. I'm gonna run that through my embossing folder again, just to give it another layer of snow. And I'm just gonna come over and I'm gonna just lift this up a little bit for some added dimension. You're in, and now you've got a really cool snowy background. And last but not least, we are gonna frame our card. So I'm gonna take a piece of my glitter foam, run this through my die cut machine, and finish up our card. All right, and there we go. We've got our really cool frame around our fabulous little winter wonderland. And I stamped a little Let It Snow, and I'm gonna pop that up. And there we go. What a fun card, lots of texture, lots of really fun wintry dimension going on. I'm going to show you a really fun technique using the Holiday Lights Fusion. This is a great fusion pack that has the trees, the red and green lights, pearls, and diamonds, and other ornaments. So this is a really, really fun fusion as well. No pun intended. So I'm going to start with making my tree. I am using the outline die. Peel the protective layer that onto my outline die, pop this guy out. Now for the inside of my tree, I am going to be adding in the green pearlies that came with my tree. I'm going to go all green inside just because I don't want my toppings on the inside of my tree to compete with the toppings that I'm going to be using outside of the tree. I am also going to be putting in some of the clear ones that came in this kit, and I am going to be using some of the dark green diamonds as well. Peel off the protective layer. Add my acetate. Center that. There we go. Take my sheer glue. Add the decorative die. I'm going to take my silver sparkle string and I am just going to flip this over and I'm going to add red liner tape on both sides. Okay, so I added my red liner tape and as you could see, I just went back and forth. I'm going to start at the top and I am going to work. Yeah, I'm going to start right there. And I'm going to hold it kind of tightly. Once you've placed all your ribbon, I'm just going to take more red liner tape and secure it all down. My sparkle string. Next, I am going to take my really cute Holiday Lights Fusion. And what I've done is I've pulled out my actual Christmas lights and I am going to glue them onto my tree. So I am just going to take little dots of my sheer glue. 3 there, 4 there, and start placing my lights on, just like that. All right, once you're done, you have this adorable shaker tree with holiday lights. Okay, so for the base of my card, I am using a foundation die from number 8 as well as number 10, and I ran it through the really fun confetti background embossing folder by Queen & Company. I'm gonna now take my tree. I've just added a couple foam squares and that red liner tape is good to go just because we have that ribbon wrapped around. I am going to center that and apply it a little high on my card because I am going to add a seine. Push that down lightly. There we go. I've got my little tree stump. Add a little sheer glue. Perfect. And then I've got Hope. This adds sparkle to your holiday. And now I'm going to just use some rhinestones to add a little extra sparkle. So I'm going to do a rhinestone on each side here. I'm going to take the fabulous little bow included in the Jolly Jingle Kit to just finish off my Christmas tree. And for the assembly of the bow, check out the Jolly Jingle Assembly Part 2 video. And there you go, a really fun way to incorporate the brand new Holiday Fusion on your cards. Thank you so much for watching. Here are the 2 Holiday Fusion cards that I used, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye-bye.